Here's what nobody tells you about credit card scams. They don't look like scams. They look like your bank. They sound like your grandchild. They arrive in your inbox looking exactly like every legitimate email your credit card company has ever sent you. They are built, deliberately and skillfully, to look like the most normal thing in the world, right up until your account is empty. I've spent 30 years in cybersecurity. I've seen fraud operations run out of buildings with more employees than your local hospital. And I am going to walk you through exactly what's circulating right now, 12 active scams, how each one works, and what stops each one cold. Pay attention to all 12, because the one you skip might be the one that finds you. Scam number 1. AI voice cloning. When your grandchild calls for help. 3 seconds. That's all a scammer needs. 3 seconds of someone's voice, pulled from a Facebook video, a voicemail, a birthday clip posted online, and they can clone it well enough that a mother cannot tell the difference. Not a mother who's distracted, a mother who is listening carefully. Because in 2025, voice cloning crossed what researchers are calling the indistinguishable threshold. Human ears can no longer reliably detect a fake. Here's how it plays out. The phone rings. It's your granddaughter's voice. She's hysterical, in a car accident, in jail, in the hospital, and she needs you to wire money before her lawyer leaves. Don't call mom. Don't call dad. Please, grandma. Please. And because her exact voice is coming through that phone, her cadence, her way of saying your name, every instinct says this is real. Voice phishing attacks surged 442% in 2025. Deepfake-enabled calls surged 1,600% in the first quarter alone. Imposter scams are now the single most reported fraud complaint to the FTC, costing Americans over $3.5 billion last year. There is one low-tech solution that beats every dollar of AI they throw at this. Establish a family-safe word. Pick something odd and specific, not a pet's name, not a birthday. Something like cobblestone or persimmon. If you get an emergency call from anyone in your family asking for money, you ask for the word. If they can't give it, you hang up. It doesn't matter how real they sound. You hang up, and you call your family directly. Scam number 2, phishing, the QR code scam at your parking meter. QR codes became normal during the pandemic. Restaurants put them on tables. Doctors' offices put them on clipboards. Utility companies started printing them on bills. And because they became so ordinary, we stopped questioning them. Criminals noticed. Phishing, QR code phishing, is one of the fastest growing scams of 2026. Criminals print a fake QR code sticker, walk up to a parking meter or a restaurant table or a utility payment kiosk, and place it directly over the real code. You scan it. It takes you to a site that looks exactly like your bank or a payment portal, and the moment you type in your card number, they have it. Here's what makes this especially dangerous. A QR code doesn't show you where it's going before you scan. With a link in an email, you can hover and read the address. With a QR code, you're flying blind. The FTC has also warned about unexpected packages arriving with a QR code and the instruction to scan to see who sent this. That scan installs malware on your phone. 2 habits kill this scam entirely. Type the website address directly into your browser instead of scanning. And if you do scan a code, look at the URL the moment it opens before you touch anything else. Also, physically inspect any QR code on a kiosk or meter. If you can see the edge of a sticker layered on top of something, walk away. Scam number 3, card testing, the 88-cent charge you'll ignore. This one is quiet. That's the entire design. A fraudster gets hold of your credit card number through a data breach, a skimmer, or the dark web, where stolen card data sells in bulk for a few dollars. But before running up thousands in charges, they need to confirm the card is still active. So they test it. They charge 88 cents, or $1.07. Something small enough that most people glancing at their statement assume it was a rounding error or a forgotten purchase. If it clears without getting flagged, they know the card is live. Then come the real charges. MasterCard's own fraud division documented that criminals now use AI-powered tools to test cards at scale. Thousands of stolen card numbers run through microcharges simultaneously. The fix is almost embarrassingly simple, and most people never do it. Read every single line of your credit card statement, not just the big numbers. Every line. If you see any charge from a merchant you don't recognize, even under $1, call your card company and report it. Fraud departments take this seriously because they know exactly what that small charge signals. Scam number 4. The interest rate reduction robocall. You answer the phone and a recorded voice tells you that you qualify for a special program to permanently reduce your credit card interest rate to 0%. Press 1 to speak with a representative. The representative sounds professional. Calm. They already know things: your card balance, the last 4 digits of your social security number, your zip code. They use those details to build trust before asking for your full card number to process the enrollment. The FTC issued a consumer alert on this in April 2026 because reports surged. In July 2025, they shut down a single operation that stole over $100 million targeting specifically seniors and veterans. Victims didn't get lower rates. They got more debt and destroyed credit scores. The truth: these companies cannot do a single thing for you that you cannot do yourself, for free, in 5 minutes. And it is illegal under the telemarketing sales rule for any debt relief company to charge you a fee before delivering results. If they ask for money up front, that's the confession. Here's what you actually do instead. Hang up on robocalls, not press 2 to opt out, because pressing anything confirms your number is active and invites more calls. If you genuinely want a lower interest rate, call the number on the back of your card, ask to speak with a retention specialist, and make the request yourself. It works more often than most people realize, and it costs nothing. Scam number 5. Phishing emails that now look perfect. There used to be a reliable way to spot a phishing email. Spelling errors, bad grammar, a logo that looked like it had been photocopied 3 times, a bank name that was slightly off. That era is gone. AI now writes phishing emails that are grammatically perfect and visually indistinguishable from real bank communications. Over 82% of phishing emails now contain AI-generated content. These messages know your bank's formatting, your bank's tone, and sometimes your own transaction history, pulled from data breaches. The email warns of suspicious activity on your account. There's a link. The link takes you to a site that looks exactly like your bank. You log in. They have your credentials. One rule covers this completely. Do not click links in emails that claim to be from your bank. Ever. Open a new browser window, type your bank's address yourself, and log in from there. If there's a real problem with your account, you'll see it when you log in directly. If nothing's wrong, the email was a scam. Scam number 6. Smishing. Fake text messages from your bank. Same idea, different delivery. You get a text. Your debit card has been frozen due to suspicious activity. Tap here to verify your identity and restore access. The message looks official. It might even appear in the same thread as real messages from your bank, because criminals have learned to spoof that too. Adults over 60 are 3 times more likely to report losses from these contact scams than younger adults. Not because older adults are less intelligent, but because these messages are engineered to trigger the exact anxieties that careful, responsible people carry about their finances. Same principle, same answer. Do not tap the link. Open your banking app directly, or call the number on your card. Real fraud alerts from your bank will never require you to tap a link in a text to resolve anything. Scam number 7. Phishing. The phone call from your bank. A man calls. He says he's from your bank's fraud department. He has your name, your account number. He sounds calm, professional, genuinely concerned. There's been unauthorized activity. He needs to verify your identity before he can freeze the card and protect you. He asks for your PIN, or a one-time code that was just texted to you, or the security number on the back of your card. AI has turned this scam into something almost unrecognizable from 5 years ago. Calls that used to sound robotic now sound human. The caller adjusts pacing and tone in real time based on how you respond. What used to feel off now feels completely natural. Memorize this, because it shuts down every version of this call. Your bank will never call you and ask for your PIN. They will never ask you to read back a one-time code. They will never ask for your full card number when they are the ones who initiated the call. The moment any caller asks for any of those things, hang up. Then call your bank directly using the number on the back of your card. Scam number 8. Credit card skimming and shimming at gas pumps and ATMs. This one requires no phone call, no email, no interaction with you at all. You use a machine, and the machine betrays you. Skimming devices attach to the outside of card readers at gas pumps, ATMs, and checkout lanes. Shimming devices go inside the card slot, paper thin, nearly invisible, reading your chip as it processes. In 2025, the U.S. Secret Service inspected nearly 60,000 terminals across the country and pulled 411 illegal devices, preventing an estimated $428 million in losses. Those are just the ones they found. 51% of credit card users reported 2 or more fraudulent charges in 2025. Nearly 70% of skimming fraud concentrates in 5 states: California, New York, Pennsylvania, Florida, and Washington. Before you ever put your card into any machine, do this. Grab the card reader and give it a firm wiggle. If it shifts or feels loose, walk away. Cover your entire palm over the keypad when entering your PIN, not a finger, your whole hand. And check your account the same day you use any gas pump or ATM, not the next morning. That same day. Scam number 9, tech support scams. A pop-up fills your entire screen, or your computer starts beeping. Microsoft has detected a virus. Apple has suspended your account. Geek Squad is calling about a breach. There is a phone number. You call it. A technician asks for remote access to run a diagnostic. He points at normal system processes on your screen and tells you each one is evidence of a serious infection. He can fix it, but it'll cost you. Gift card. Wire transfer. Older adults are nearly 5 times more likely to lose money to tech support scams than younger adults. And when they lose big, because these calls last hours, wearing down your skepticism 1 minute at a time. This one has a rule that covers every version of the scam. Microsoft, Apple, and Geek Squad will never contact you unsolicited about a problem with your device. If you see a pop-up with a phone number, do not call it. Close the window, restart if needed, and if you believe there's a real issue, go to the company's official website yourself and start from there. Scam number 10, government impersonation. The caller says he's a federal marshal. There's a warrant for your arrest. Your social security number was used in a drug trafficking case. The only way to resolve this today, without being taken into custody, is to pay a fine immediately by gift card or wire transfer. Or it's Medicare needing to verify your new card number before your benefits get suspended. Or it's the IRS. Pay now or face legal action. Government impersonation scams cost Americans $798 million in 2025. The Social Security Administration received over 330,000 impersonation complaints, a 25% jump from the year before. These calls are terrifying by design. Fear shuts down critical thinking. That is the entire strategy. Know these 3 things, and this scam has nowhere to go. The IRS contacts you by mail first, always. Social Security does not call to suspend your number. No government agency will ever demand payment by gift card, cryptocurrency, or wire transfer. If you get one of these calls, hang up and call the agency directly using a number from their official government website, not a number the caller gave you. Scam number 11, sweepstakes and lottery scams. The letter arrives looking official, or the call comes in. You've won. A prize. A lottery. A sweepstakes you don't remember entering, but it doesn't matter because you won. To claim it, you just need to pay the processing fee. Or the taxes. A few $100s to unlock tens of thousands. And if you pay, they tell you there was a complication. One more fee, then another. The NCOA reports that some of these operations contact the same victim for months or years, extracting money in slow installments. They call it reloading. And some seniors have lost their entire retirement savings without anyone around them knowing until it was long gone. I'll make this as short as the scam deserves. You cannot win a contest you didn't enter. Any prize that requires you to pay money first is not a prize. No legitimate sweepstakes, not Publishers Clearinghouse, not anyone, will ever ask you to pay fees up front to collect your winnings. Scam number 12, the recovery scam. This is the one that makes me the angriest. After someone gets defrauded, their information goes on a list. Criminals sell that list. And the buyers call those same victims, posing as lawyers, government agents, or recovery specialists, claiming they can get the money back. They know what happened to you, the amount you lost, the method used. Because the same criminal network that stole from you often sells your file to the next wave. They tell you your money is sitting in a recovery account. The legal fees to release it are small. Once you pay, the funds arrive within 48 hours. Then there's another fee, and another. Victims who are already devastated, already embarrassed, already desperate to undo what happened. they pay again and again. AARP named recovery scams one of the top emerging threats of 2026. And it's easy to understand why they spread. When you've already lost thousands, the hope of getting it back can override everything. If you've been hit by anything in this video, here is the only legitimate path forward. Report directly to the FTC at reportfraud.ftc.gov and to the FBI's Internet Crime Complaint Center at ic3.gov. Both are free. Both are real. Anyone who contacts you unsolicited and promises to recover your money for a fee is the next scam. Don't take the bait twice. That's the whole game. Here is your checklist. Never give your PIN, one-time code, or full card number to anyone who called you. Never tap a link in an email or text about your bank account. Open the app yourself. Wiggle card readers before inserting your card. Cover your full palm over any keypad when entering a PIN. Check your account the same day as any gas station or ATM transaction. Hang up on robocalls. Pressing anything makes it worse. Establish a family-safe word for emergency calls. If you've been scammed, go to reportfraud.ftc.gov. Never pay anyone who promises to recover your money. If this video helped you, share it. Not for me, but because someone you know is going to get one of these calls this week. And the difference between knowing this and not knowing it could be everything. I'll see you in the next one.